Blessings, everyone. This is Be Divine, and today we are experiencing a total solar eclipse. The energy of the eclipse is in Aries. In Vedic astrology, it is in Pisces. So, there are a number of planets that are situated in the same place today as well. Aries. But the significance of the eclipse today is more than what meets the eye. I am going to do a channeled message. I want you to remove yourself from any kind of fear at all. Instead, beam light from your heart out towards the world, because this has a great impact. I'm asking the angels for assistance and channeling with Archangel Michael. So here we go. I'm going to ask questions to him as well. Dear Archangel Michael, thank you for being here today and gracing us with your help and support. The world is waiting. Everybody has some kind of weird feeling about today's eclipse. So I'm asking that you give some advice, please. Dear ones, you need to see this event today as the split between the negative forces and the positive forces. It will be something that is profound, and over the coming weeks will become more visible to you all just what has occurred. The energy of eclipses have been around since the beginning of time, and you need to know that there are multiple timelines where this is happening all at the same time. It is hard to explain to you all timelines and things that occur simultaneously. But because of this, the impact will be felt, and you will need to remain really centered, really protected, staying positive, and not allowing yourself to give in to fear tactics. The split. What is the split? Everybody wants to know, Archangel Michael. Well, we have been guiding you to awaken to the truth of who you are, to awaken to your pathway, to awaken to positive declarations, to awaken to being in line with where you're going in the future. We've been guiding humanity to wake up to their ancient self, open up their healing abilities, and start focusing on a happy, fruitful, blessed world. And we've been asking and asking and asking for you all to focus toward the light, to lift yourself out of your healing traumas, lift yourself away from the past, lift yourself away from hate, etc. So the split is those people who are still focused on negativity, who are doing rituals, who are destroying children and people, who are kidnapping, raping, torturing, brainwashing people who have been controlling your lives in an unseen way, but through media and through publications, through influences, as you say. Those people who are still blinded to the fact that this actually takes place on a grand level and has been taking place for a very long time. Those people who were not listening to lift themselves up higher, to bring themselves into awareness, to be love and to be light. Those people who are in darkness and in hate and in anger. Those people whose blueprints it has been to agitate and destroy others. Those people are going to be in a different reality to the people who have lifted away from it. Now, we angels don't say to you that you have to be perfect, but we are telling you that there is a split. It has to happen today. 8th of April 2024 will be the start of it. It will be also connected to many changes around the globe. But do not be in fear. Do not be in worry. Understand that as you lift yourself in your awareness and you ask for help and support and protection, release yourself of the old, lift yourself into the new, then this split will be obvious to you because you won't have to deal with such lower emotions all of the time, as the separation between the different types of people is going to be further. So Archangel Michael, people are worried about earthquakes and, everything being shut down and all of this sort of thing. And Archangel Michael, what is your message? Well, if you believe in the negative winning, if you believe that there is all those things, that may be a reality that you see. Yes, there are going to be rumblings around this earth. We have told you that for the longest time. It hasn't got to do with the eclipse itself. A lot of these rumblings around the earth are coming from or are man-made underneath the ground, and then it ripples out onto the surface. A lot of the events in your sky and your weather are man-made. So, do you want to believe that there's going to be some kind of destruction? You might just as well see it. And if you focus on safety, light on the globe, a dismantling of any forces that are trying to destroy humanity, then that's what happens. It's very black and white now. The split has got to be that way because humanity are ancient beings of light here having this experience. That doesn't mean that all of their ancient knowledge and powers and abilities have been lost. They may be dormant, but they're not lost. The difference between the ancient powerful civilizations and technology was belief. And many of you have been brainwashed to not believe. How are you brainwashed? By things that you have been taught since very young, ways in which you've been taught, people who have taught you, connections that you've had, and unfortunately some of you who were extremely gifted or talented or showed signs of abilities as a youth were molded and transformed, and therefore memory loss has happened to you. It does not mean that it cannot come back safely, but those things that have occurred in the past have no real place in the future. Enliven your spirit. This is a new beginning. It's the dawning of a new age. It's a very powerful time, and it may not be recognized right away as all of these aspects, as the great split, as the great shift, as the great event, because there may seemingly be some situations that many of you don't like. Have you been challenged over the last 2 weeks? This is a build-up to push you towards where you really belong. This eclipse is going to close down many things, many chapters, many portals, many dark pits, many traps. It's going to shut down negative people, places, situations. Although we tell you this, you're not going to be focused on that, because you're focused on your change, your light, your goals, your abilities, healing, etc. This will only be evident to you all how big this whole thing has been and is and was, because the timeline of the future is also active in the present, and the timeline of the past is active in the present. It is all running at the same time. So we assure you that the light of this world remains, and when things happen that people don't like, we say to you, don't fall into your fear. Understand that if you are listening intuitively, you're actually always going to be where you need to be to anchor light. There will be endings, there will be beginnings, there will be changes, there will be upliftment, there will be, in some places, rumbles, but we don't want you to focus on anything negative, especially at the peak of this today. Stay exalted, stay in your spirituality, make sure that you are protected and you are off of your phones. Stay away from any of those kinds of things just for that time. Keep your phone away from you if you have to be on a phone call, for example. Enjoy nature, rest, and implement the changes within you. Give permission for the light to shine through you. And remember your children. and place them in light as well. In fact, place light everywhere across the globe. This never hurts anything. So basically, Archangel Michael, we just focus where we want to be, hold our intentions high, keep ourselves protected, calm, and understand that it's part of the process of enlightenment, and it's going to be a little bit easier, will it, after this? So yes, so if you are focused on the light, and you're focused on where you're going, and you're focused on happiness and peace, all those positive vibes, then you will shift into a new awareness very easily. And you will be more ascended, in a sense where you will be, if you imagine that you were standing on a hilltop and other people were at the bottom of the hilltop, your frequency is higher. You're able to tune in much more clearly. And it's not that you are above all of these people. It's that your energy is focused away from drama. You see? So your energy has lifted. Your choices have changed. Your expectations are of positivity. Whereas many people at the bottom of the hill are still focused on fears and worries and whether they should wear this or should wear that, or fighting with people and arguing and abusing people, etc., etc. Those people won't see the same view as the people that are up on the hill tuning in. Does that make sense? Yeah, it's a good way of looking at it. Where can we tune in to a higher frequency? By raising our vibration. Don't allow yourself to dip down into a fearful vibration. Just focus on where you want to be, that you are already lifting in vibration and frequency, that you're in tune, that you're receiving, and hold that thought, hold that energy, hold that frequency. It's time for the old to close down and the new to open more completely. Do not go into fear. Be in love. Be in excitement. Be in joy. Don't fall for the fear tactics. Stay true to yourself. Focus and understand that you are guided and loved unconditionally. Be at peace, and we love you. Thank you, Archangel Michael, and thank you everybody for listening. Peace be with you all. Blessings, everyone. This is Be Divine. And today we are experiencing